Startup business is booming in Baltimore. In just the past 3 years, the number of business incubators in our city has gone from 1 to 8. Their job is to nurture and also to show and grow startup companies, which means more high-paying jobs and more investments into our city. ABC 2 News' Megan Knight takes a look at the economic impact that these incubators are making.
When Saad Alam thinks back to 4 years ago, even he's amazed at how far he's come.
We didn't think it happened this quick, and then when it starts happening and you're in the middle of it, it's really hard to realize what's happening.
Alam is the co-founder of SiteLighter, an online tool to help students and teachers with writing assignments. In 2 years since moving from New York City to Baltimore, they've grown from just 2 employees to 30, and they hope to hire another 20 by next quarter.
There's not been a single person that we have met who has said, I can't help. Versus in New York City, it's like, hey, I'm doing this, and they're like, look, I don't have time for you.
SiteLighter operates within the business incubator Baltimore, which opened on Light Street in 2013. They work with their current 37 companies on everything from marketing to investments to web design. Since opening, their startups have raised more than $25 million in venture capital and created close to 300 jobs.
And it's a lot of fun to see these companies move through their path, handle struggles, but also really celebrate the wins. And then we're seeing this constant flourish of new companies building, new opportunities coming here, and we're attracting more people. Just come into Baltimore.
Across town, the Emerging Technology Center, or ETC, is incubating 103 startup companies between its 2 sites. The ETC is the first and largest business incubator in Baltimore, creating 2,400 jobs and raising $2 billion in venture capital in 16 years. CEO Deb Tillett says she's encouraged by the growing number of incubators opening in Baltimore.
It speaks really well to the business climate and to what's happening here in the city of Baltimore, that this amount of energy is going on into the business of business incubation.
The Baltimore Development Corporation points to a couple of reasons to why the city is so great for startups. For one, the state has many universities producing graduates eager for tech jobs, and the city is considered a fairly affordable place to call home.
They attract investment, and they also attract, by and large, millennials and people who want to live and participate in the cities.
And the companies started by these incubators aren't relocating to other cities. 75% of the startups that come through the ETC stay here in Baltimore. And Alam at SiteLighter says he plans on making Charm City home.
Baltimore is just like Under Armour, right? Underdog mentality. And if you keep that underdog mentality, you get real big, real quick, and you don't let anyone get in your way.
The success of SiteLighter and companies like it help solidify the idea that Baltimore can become the next big tech city.
We don't need to be Silicon Valley. We don't need to be Boston. We don't need to be New York City. We need to be Baltimore.
I love that lady. That's the way to do it. We need to be Baltimore. That was Megan Knight reporting. Great job, Megan.